I did not see this coming. If you have been watching my previous videos, you might have already noticed I organized them by dividing it into several parts. For this video, it will be divided into 3 parts. Part 1 is where I will show you the update of my Redbubble shop, my goals for the month of March, and I will also reveal my monthly earnings report while comparing them with my February performance in terms of the number of sales, their sales tracking, and lastly, I will also be comparing their traffic in Redbubble, Google Analytics, and Pinterest Analytics. I will also include here a step-by-step process on how I use Pinterest for this month. Part 2 is where I will analyze my sales similar to last month by differentiating them to which sells better in terms of quality versus quantity, trending versus evergreen designs, and what Redbubble tool is the most effective for niche research. But wait! I added an extra one for this month, and that is revealing what type of design sells more. Is it the text-based designs or is it the graphic designs? Part 3 is where I will show you my 6 tips with an explanation that I implemented which made it possible for me to earn almost 6 times this month. I placed their timestamps down in the description as a guide in case you wish to replay certain key points after watching this video all throughout. Before I resume, I would like to thank everyone for letting me surpass 500 subscribers. You guys continue to surprise me, and this only gives me the motivation to move forward and keep uploading more quality content. I am also overwhelmed with your enormous love and support in the comments, and don't you worry. I already have prepared several projects for you guys, so look forward to it. Now let's get on with today's video. To start off, I have mentioned in my February monthly report that my Redbubble shop had 177 designs. As for my second month, I now have 241 designs. I also mentioned that I had 4 goals. However, I decided that this time and onwards, I'm only going to stick with 2 goals. So my first goal is to multiply designs that are selling in my shop, because I have come to the realization that instead of randomly uploading different designs, I can save time and energy by focusing on what is working. The fact that I had made more than 100 designs made me decide to have this goal in mind. I also want this goal to be set in your mind, everyone, because at the end of the day, we put up designs what our customers want, for it is about them, not us. My second and final goal is that I still need to reach the payment threshold of $20 US. This is the only goal I want to maintain from my February earnings report, since you can never predict how many sales you are going to make per month. So, I find it easier and realistic to set this goal. This goal not only strives me to give my best when creating designs, it puts me at ease that it is confirmed that I will be getting my next paycheck. With my 2 goals now in place, let us proceed to my March earnings report, which now marks my second month on Redbubble. I have made 46 sales that gives the total of 55 sales for the month of March, and this was mind-blowing. I seriously did not see this coming, but I am extremely grateful for the results. This checks my first goal, for some of my designs that got sold last month was replicated, and I am relieved to see that it also sells. Also, I was able to sell some designs that I have made way back in February. You guys should keep in mind that some of your designs might not sell now, but it will sell eventually in the future. Just be patient and trust the process. In terms of products, I have sold 25 stickers, 19 t-shirts, and was also able to sell a new product this month, and that is kids' clothing, to which I sold about 2 of them. As for my target margins, I have made $142.33. This brings me an overall total of $167.05 for my second month, as what you see on this video's thumbnail. Seeing that I have made this amount compared to last month's earnings is purely dumbfounding. Lastly, out of my 241 designs, only 17 of my designs got sold, which is also a good improvement compared to just 8 designs last February. I still track my sales with a calendar, and it is very mind-boggling to see that I was able to achieve daily sales. Well, almost. However, this is still a huge milestone when compared to February, when I only had 1 sale per week. And lastly, let's see the difference between my first 2 months on Redbubble in terms of traffic. I still get my traffic from 3 different sources. Redbubble, Google Analytics, and Pinterest Analytics. As for my Redbubble traffic, I had a total of 457 unique visitors for the month of March compared to 150 visitors for the month of February. The difference I observed was that Redbubble is clearly doing its part by promoting my products to its platform, which is a very good sign. For those who are still confused what are the different types of traffic Redbubble provides, here's a screenshot of it and feel free to pause the video. Next up is Google Analytics. Not only my Redbubble traffic has soared, my Google Analytics has also increased to 259 users this month compared to 86 users last month. If you want to know more about how Google Analytics can help you increase your sales, make sure to check my February earnings video because it is where I showed what part of Google Analytics tells you what specific design sells best compared to the rest in your shop. Another amazing thing when using Google Analytics is that they send you an email regarding your monthly performance. Here's a snapshot of my monthly report, and you can see it even tells you what specific percentage you have increased or decreased. It can also tell you the percentage depending on the type of traffic you have gained. Pretty cool, right? This feature can be enabled through these quick and easy steps. Feel free to pause the video to take a look. Using Google Analytics has been nothing but super helpful to me ever since I started Redbubble. I strongly recommend you guys to make an account too. I am going to refer some videos of how to link Google Analytics to your Redbubble shop tutorials down in the description for those who might still be having a hard time making one, or for those who are about to make one. Now for my last source of traffic is Pinterest. As what you can see here, the comparison between my February and March traffic in Pinterest are huge. Pinterest shows the difference between the two periods by changing the date range, and from there, you can also see the difference in numbers as shown here, and it feels good to see them all green. However, I'm only going to focus on total audience for it resembles the amount of people who have seen or engaged with my pins. It is remarkably interesting to see that Pinterest boosted my traffic when correlated with my Redbubble dashboard social traffic. I know I mentioned in my very first video that I was having a hard time using Pinterest. However, this time, I took the time to learn several processes and have decided to use the quickest and simplest method. I decided to include this small tutorial bit for some of you guys have commented in my last video are wondering how I used Pinterest to promote my Redbubble products. So here's how I did it. The first thing you need to do is to make a Pinterest business account. Pinterest has two different types of accounts, a personal account and also a business account. If you are someone who has a Redbubble shop, you're going to definitely need a business account in order to obtain this Pinterest business features. What you see in the screen are the steps on how to make your Pinterest business account. If you do not have one, feel free to pause the video. After you're done building your profile and describing your business, make sure to double check if your email is confirmed and also make sure that your Pinterest extension in your Windows is enabled. I will put the link down in the description where you can sign up for Pinterest business account. With this, you can now proceed to the next step, which is just to go to your Redbubble dashboard and click Manage Portfolio, and from there, you choose which design you wish to be saved as a pin. When you already have a chosen design in mind, you may now click the settings and then click View, and now you can see your design displayed in different products. What you do next is just easy. Just pick the product where your design looks best, and you just click the Save to Pin button, and then it will take you to this. What I do next is to create a board and then give it a general title, because this is where I am going to sort my chosen designs. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. Let's say I chose this design from my shop. It is a design related or fitting to Mother's Day. I chose sticker in terms of what product to display, because this is where it looks best, and I'm going to save it under a new board entitled Mother's Day Gifts. Once it's done, I just click and save, and voila! It is now in my Pinterest account. Easy, right? Now, I'm just going to do the process all over again and maybe make new boards. If you are wondering how to monitor your Pinterest traffic, just go to your Pinterest Analytics overview and don't be surprised if you see all the numbers 0. Just scroll down a bit and make sure you check Include Save Pins located on the bottom left side, and by then, you can now see your official Pinterest Analytics overview. So far, all I can say the method I used was by far the easiest to follow and effective. It is, however, up to you if you follow this or not. I also place some extremely helpful YouTube videos about promoting your Redbubble products to Pinterest in the description down below, for these are a more detailed step-by-step guide and they explain it way better than me. One of the videos I recommended used the Pinterest Create method, which require a tiny bit of extra effort. I highly recommend this Pinterest Redbubble tutorial videos to anyone who is still trying to figure out Pinterest and also to those who are about to make one. And also, a quick shout out to the one of the comments in my previous video who told me about this and also suggested this. Now let's proceed to part 2, which is my favorite part of the video, because this is where I will analyze my March sales in terms of quality versus quantity, trending versus evergreen designs, which Redbubble tool is the most effective for niche research, and, with an addition to which sells better, text-based designs versus graphic designs. I prepared a table so you guys can see the results as a whole, and as you can see, I'm only basing which sells better from my top 5 selling products for the month of March. In terms of quality versus quantity, all of my top 5 designs were quality designs, and these designs took me about 45 minutes to an hour to make. As for trending versus evergreen designs, my top designs that sold were all trending designs. Next up is what Redbubble tool did I use for niche research, and I was still am using these 4 different Redbubble tools. And to my surprise, it was still both Redbubble Popular Tags tool and Google Trends where I got my top 5 selling designs. Only this time, Google Trends was more effective. I will put their links in the description below for you to check it out. These tools are all free to use. And now, let's see which sells better in terms of the type of design by comparing text-based designs versus graphic designs. For those who don't know what these are, text-based designs, or also known as typography designs, is the art and technique of arranging text, while graphic designs are under the category of fine arts, where this includes any form of visual artistic expression like painting, drawing, photography, or even printmaking. I am currently using Painttool site to create my designs for Redbubble. As for those who are having a difficult time designing or has little to no experience, I recommend you use Canva or Placeit. These are programs that allows you to create designs in templates for you to use for free. They also offer paid subscriptions for the additional features. I will also put tutorial videos down in the description in case you guys want to give it a try. Going back to my Redbubble dashboard, I have sold 4 graphic designs, and my top 1 design is a mixture of both text-based and graphic design. This gives me the impression that I should increase more text graphic designs in my shop because my number 1 best-selling design got sold over 21 times. I recommend Redbubble users, old or new, to upload designs that are either graphic or a mixture of text-based and graphic designs. I actually went on Redbubble to check myself what the best-selling designs are, and based on just the first page consisting of 108 designs, there are about 51 text graphic designs, 47 graphic designs, and only 10 text-based designs. This information is very compatible with my top 5 selling designs, where text graphic designs and graphic designs sell best. We can take advantage by using this information when creating your designs. So, if you're currently having an art block or not getting sales, I suggest you check your Redbubble dashboard and closely analyze your top selling product like this table so you can pinpoint what sells best in your shop, considering each person's Redbubble journey is different and everyone has their own unique style. Never underestimate the power of research, everyone. Focusing on just my top selling design, I can conclude that a quality, trendy text graphic design sells best. I can also conclude that Google Trends is by far the most effective niche tool. If you guys want a more in-depth explanation of these things, I highly recommend you to watch my February video, for it is where I closely analyze my very first Redbubble sales. You guys watching right now might be wondering, how exactly did you get consistent sales and made $100? So let's now go to part 3 to show you my 6 important tips to remember which made it possible for me to earn more than $100 this month. Number 1. Consistency. I was inspired by this comment from my previous video and made me deeply reflect upon how important consistency is. I have uploaded about 7 to 10 quality designs per week. It was a tiring and frustrating process, but the end result was so worth it. I'm going to be completely honest and realistic here. Making $100 is a difficult momentum to follow or maintain. Results like this don't appear overnight. I believe it needs to take time, effort, energy, and experience in order to achieve this. Don't focus on getting consistent sales, everyone. Instead, be consistent in updating your business. In this case, keep uploading different designs and learn what you can along the way. Number 2. Traffic. I'm sure all of you guys know at this point that I only promote my Redbubble products on Pinterest, and this website actually contributes free traffic to Redbubble by 13.14% according to SimilarWeb. And according to this article, Pinterest had more than 335 million active users as of last year. If you want a very quick and easy way to promote your Redbubble products, I recommend you using Pinterest. Another type of traffic that has major contribution is my organic traffic, and how I did it brings me to my third tip: SEO, or also known as search engine optimization. I cannot stress enough the relevance of inputting SEO to both your tags and description. I am sure I am not the first Redbubble YouTuber saying this. If I am the second or fifth YouTuber saying this to you, take it as a sign for you to optimize your SEO. I actually made a separate video about how I format my Redbubble tags and description in full detail. So, if you have not watched it yet, then I recommend you checking it out. Number 4. Target niches. I always aim for my designs to appear on the first 2 pages, for it is stated in SimilarWeb that Redbubble has the average visit duration of 58 seconds, which means a potential customer only visits 2 pages. Targeting niches and sub-niches having less than 200 results boosted my designs to appear on the first 2 pages. In fact, all of my top 5 best-selling designs appeared on the first and second page. This is because the niches I chose are not yet saturated. Never overlook nor underestimate the niche with small results, because one way or another, all of them are going to be oversaturated. You will never know if some of the niches you decided to focus might be trending or is going to be in demand in the future. Number 5. Sources. Making my best-selling designs didn't just come out of the blue. I got inspired by scrolling through my sources for designing. My sources for inspiration come from YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, and multiple fandom Wikipedias. You should also take the time to get to know the likes and dislikes of your target population, depending on what niche you are focusing to design. These can also help you to understand your customers more and communicate better with them. I actually have received a message from my Bubble mail thanking me for creating a design which they thought no one would actually put up. Nothing beats the feeling of a happy customer. And for my last and most important tip, research. This too, I cannot stress enough how crazy important research is. In this platform, the information we need is just under our noses. It is completely up to you how you are going to use and expand it. From Redbubble, Pinterest, Google Analytics, even YouTube, we have access to all this vital information given to us. We just need to have the time and effort to sit down, analyze, reflect, and then create something from it and do the process all over again. Because in order to be really successful on print on demand, you need excellent ideas, find good niches, and always be aware of current trends and events. This can also save you time and energy by helping you make wise decisions. However, please remember to take breaks from time to time. Taking a break does not hurt and also has a huge impact on your productivity. It is definitely okay and valid to have short breaks here and there, but never lose sight of the goals you want to achieve. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you want to be updated with more quality print-on-demand videos like this, you can support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. That is all for this video, and see you in the next one.